Hello, and welcome back from the holiday intermission we took. I'm going to check our audio, make sure we're live, getting back in the game. We are. Audio sounds good, and let's get into it. So, today is the first day ever, literally ever, that I actually woke up at the time that I normally leave for work. So, I grabbed my makeup bag, and I grabbed a hair clip. I grabbed an extra pair of glasses, and I resolved my jewelry, and I resolved to decide what I was going to look like for the day once I got to work. And I do need to make some content. So I am going to do a get ready with me, which I thought would be maybe a fun content idea for a bit. So today we're doing it. So starting by just putting on a necklace to feel a little bit more put together. Cool. I woke up straight out of a dream too. So weird. Cuz my alarm didn't go off I just got a new phone and I'm still figuring out the alarm volume settings and everything. Also, I just think I don't know, today wasn't the day for me. I'm going to exfoliate my lips because oh god, that is bad ASMR. Um just because I feel like they need it. It's actually been cold around here, so gonna get that going. But I was having this dream where we were playing charades, but with my last name at work too. But not with any of my coworkers, just randos. That were trying to guess my last name. Whole long convoluted story. Because apparently there was someone at work that knew my dad. So everyone was like, oh, you know her dad. And so then they were playing charades with my name. And then my alarm didn't go off. I woke up as they guessed my correct name. And it was oh, I'm supposed to be leaving for work right now. Insane. But this works out because it's organic, because I've been wondering, hey, should I do they greenlit me. My boss just said, you do you. And so this is going to be me doing me at work. I was about to just go and put lips on, but it's not time for that yet. I am going to do some chapstick though. So get ready with me. I'll talk about the holiday season. I'll talk about what we got in the works behind the scenes. I'm going to clip my hair up. And get going. So I'm going to take my glasses off because we're about to do a full beat. Pun intended, I guess, from my desk. Today is Spotify Wrapped Day too, which is exciting. Hoping to see Eagle 9 Locked as a lot of people's top podcasts. Fingers crossed. So this is the mess we're working with. And I'm reasonably annoying. A lot of my makeup routine has to do a lot less with how it looks and a lot more with how it feels. So I start with this NYX Freezy primer base because it just makes everything feel cooling. And I just don't like feeling like I'm wearing makeup, but sometimes it's just what feels best when you're making content. So I'm starting with concealer. This isn't the one I normally use. This one is more matte. And I've started using a face wash that is more combo to dry skin because I started having pretty dry patches from some of the skincare I was using. I have pretty decently oily skin, but also who knows if it's actually oily or if I just live in a perpetually hot and humid climate. Like, who knows, you know? I do it. It is oily. So I started using, like, actually, womanhood is science. Like, I didn't mean that because all people can wear makeup. But womanhood is also science. So, I'm using this NYX Freezy primer, just to buff this all out, and it makes it feel cooling, and it makes me feel more at peace with the fact that I have paint on my face. But yeah, so I normally wear the different textures. So they're the e.l.f. camo concealers, and the black one, the one with the black lid, is matte, and the one with the white lid is not matte. And these are just both the same color. And since I've been using, it's all like a balancing act. Usually I use the one that isn't matte because it blends out better, even though I have oily skin and I prefer to be matte. But I started using face wash that is for dry skin. And so I find that it doesn't like strip my skin as bare. And so then I'm like starting with sort of almost, I'm starting with a more hydrated base. And so then using the matte concealer, it's easier. It like blends better. And since I dilute everything kind of with this primer, I just haven't been having the issues that I had when I first got the matte one that made me go back and get the regular. So just blending this everywhere. That's another thing, like, I can't be bothered. I use concealer like as my primary base. So I feel like I really saved this little get ready with me for the perfect time. I hope it's deeply relatable to be having just like the weirdest relationship with sleep and waking up at this time of the year. Like, I just hope that resonates with people. I feel like the holiday season is such a time for like, we're getting it done. It may not be well, it may not be how we planned, but we're getting her done. So this is supposed to be like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury bronzing daughter, but this is the Revolution Eye Bright with vitamin C. And this is an under eye concealer actually, but it's in the color Deep Caramel. And I'm able to use it not as a concealer, but as contour. So just blend that out. Again, every time I like go and blend something, I dip back into that cooling primer. This is just going to sort of shape my face a little bit more. Ooh, okay. Cute. Love it. I like cannot be bothered to be a makeup sponge girl. I used to, back in the height of beauty YouTube, I really wanted to be a beauty blender makeup sponge girl. But I am just too, just like, let's get it done. I love a buffing brush too much. So that's what I use. I have this dual-ended one that has the little, and that's what I usually use to make sure. One thing about me is my eyelids are always going to crease. Like, there's nothing really I can do to prevent them from creasing. So this is basically just what I use to blend out my eyelid when it creases. This is looking pretty good, actually. You want to vibe check me? Definitely fine. Try not to go like all in, because at the end of the day, I am still at work and I am trying to not spend forever on this makeup, because even though we're doing it on live, it still doesn't still feel a little guilty about it. But yeah, so we're trying something new this week. It started this week, but it's like for longer than a week. We brought in some extra hands behind the scenes to help with some of the Hack Arcade marketing rollout, because I don't just do this for Driven Catalyst at work. I have other stuff, other projects I work on. And so when we have like a version update that we want an all hands on deck marketing rollout for, having just my hands on deck is not honestly functional or ideal. So we're doing more than that. So we've been setting stuff like that up, which has been fun. Oh, best feeling ever yesterday was getting sent like a content schedule, like a content calendar, and getting to like go look at graphics they had made on Canva and like just leave little notes and be like, oh yeah, like do this and I feel good about this, but can we change this? So beautiful. Actually loved that. Ate it up. But it is interesting too, because now I am narrowing kind of the scope of my plan of attack on the content that I am making as I'm making it. Right now I have a whole bunch of other holiday stuff that I'm working on at work. But like basically on TikTok, when I'm making content later, it's going to primarily be for Eagle 9 Locked and Reflow, because we have extra hands now for Hack Arcade. So this kind of get ready with me while I do this and kind of talk through the process time is also helpful and beneficial to kind of be thinking through my plan of attack. Also, I feel like major blockbuster, Wicked cinematic adaptation of the hit Broadway show Wicked Part 1 is out and taking the world by storm. And I feel like everything from the press tour for that has been like all my For You page has been. Even over break, I tried to switch accounts over to the Driven Catalyst account and like scroll a little bit just so we don't get behind the times and so that we're still keeping up our algorithm. I don't know if that actually is helpful, but felt good to do. So I did it. And man, it's just like mostly Wicked everywhere. Which like obviously there's more than that going on, but in terms of like what's trendy, I have this like really fun content idea, but it's going to take a lot of effort. Like I'm going to shoot it on our cinema camera if I do it. But it's like I need to get other work done with my hours first. So that's what I'm focused on. I don't usually do a brow just because I have bangs, so it's kind of redundant. It's kind of unnecessary. But since we're doing makeup, I'll do a little bit of a brow. Because I do feel better when I have a little bit of... You can tell I'm like not doing much, but just adding some guidelines to the face. I need to clean this mirror off too. So this is a bronzer that broke, but like the girls know, a great compact, like a big one like this, you keep it forever. It doesn't matter if there's nothing in that pan. But so the stuff just fell out like last week. So I need to clean it out so I don't feel as grimy whenever I use that mirror. It's just such a good mirror. This is also such a part of my makeup process, is like going back in and patting once again. I'm such an oily person, to just kind of keep it all. There's like all the fun, like extra steps that I feel like really smart, beautiful girlies do, like setting spray and stuff, that I just like don't do. I'm not against it. I just have never, it's like, it's an extra $8 thing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, like one of these days I'll get a setting spray, but it just hasn't felt relevant. I went and visited my sister over the holidays, and she had a setting spray in her bathroom. So I used some of it one of the days that we went like out. I say out, like to lunch, and what did we do? Kind of primarily we hung out. She just got a puppy. I know I've talked about her puppy a lot. We were introducing my dog to her dog. So that's like what the main excitement was. And then what is today? Tomorrow she becomes a homeowner. So she's about to move. So we went and saw her house. So when I say go, when I went out, I feel like I'm setting my makeup and we went out, and it sounds crazy, but it couldn't be more wholesome and mundane and exciting, fun things. I'm highlighting the inner corner of my eye because why not? And it looks pretty. I like it. Do you see the difference? Like so fun. Okay. Now it's basically just time for mascara. I hit the corner of my eye with a little bit of eyeliner. And then I'll be back to work. Let me think through. Since we've got extra hands in and working on Hack Arcade, we're trying to, like I already said, I'm primarily working on other stuff when I'm marketing it. But I guess on live, I can talk a little bit about the update. We just rolled it out. There's coins now. I think I've talked about it on live, but there's coins now, which greatly improves the gameplay, in my opinion. I feel like all the like milestones in the game are a lot. Oh, I had already set it aside. Ladies, do you ever do that? Friends, all people. Where you pull out your, I kind of just will say girlies, ladies, colloquially always, just when I'm talking about everything, which is a real drag because I currently don't work with any. But I was just like searching high and low in my bag for mascara and eyeliner, making sure I'm not missing anything on Slack too. Okay, I'm not. I'm just like so self-conscious about the fact that like I'm in my own little world. You know what it is? It's because I'm not wearing my glasses. So I'm doing mascara. But do you ever like take stuff out because you know, oh, that's the next step in my routine? And so you have it sitting out and then you forget that you did that. And so then you spend like 5 minutes looking for the thing that you just set out because you knew it was coming next. I do that so much with like everything where I'll like take care of my future self and then forget that I planned to take care of my future self. And then it actually doesn't increase productivity. Like it doesn't streamline the process like I had planned. And that is why it's so important to teach yourself to trust yourself. Big gulp while we do mascara. I wear brown mascara. This is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, which it used to make my eyes shake and I used to have fallout issues. But since switching to this like what is it called, chocolate brown, latte brown, I don't feel like I have eye shake issues anymore. Let's see. I used to use, I think it's called Blackest Black, where it's just like their black mascara. Oh no, I guess I used to use black brown. So I went full brown, and it's been better for my eyes. I also just started doing lower lash mascara. Never, ever, 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 ever have I had the discipline to do lower lash mascara. And also, I'm a crier and I rub my eyes. And I like to just live my little life and not have to worry about too many things. And so, lower lash mascara just like never really made sense for me. But sometimes it's like, sometimes you realize you're a full autonomous adult and you're allowed to use a Q-tip to clean up your under eye mascara. And you go, wait, I think I like under eye mascara. I think it actually looks cute. And so then you realize, oh, like actually I can just take the extra step. I own Q-tips. Like I'm an adult. I can just add an extra step to my routine and do the thing. So stupid. Sometimes I feel like I have like weird, I don't know, I don't like ever like talking about things like they're just me things, because I'm sure it's relatable and I'm sure a lot of people experience this. So then I'm always cognizant of like maybe the language I'm using, making it seem like this isolated event. But the way I would describe the feeling is I almost feel like I have imposter syndrome about certain things that are outside of my normal routine, like under eye mascara, and I like just get set in my ways. Because when you start, I think I started doing makeup in 4th grade, but that was like very much just because I like did dance as a kid. And I was a diva, a theater kid and a diva. So like once mascara was in my life, I couldn't get her out of it. But so when you start doing like playing with makeup, like makeup is a toy, as it should be, by the way, I think. Like it should be for fun. And that's it, I think. But so I was a 4th grader, so I was not capable of doing under eye mascara without it looking like a wreck. Thank God I at least knew that much, that it looked bad and crazy. Slash, like, I just didn't care. Couldn't be concerned with it. It's too much. You have to be too delicate and gentle. And then I was like getting ready doing makeup with friends, and I saw my friend's little sister do her mascara routine, and something about her routine, the way she does it, just really like scratched an itch for me. I was like, "Oh, I could do that." Like the way she did it was so smart. She like does her under eye mascara, and I don't do it anymore, but like it was like very much like the ease in for me. But so she does her under eye mascara, and she does it kind of quick and dirty, like she doesn't care about the smudges or anything. And then that's not shade, that's like the practicality that got me, like made me realize, oh, you can make a mess, you just clean it up. Like that, I think, is what I needed. Was like, oh yeah, like it kind of doesn't matter if it smudges. You just go in, and she spoolied it then. So she combed them out with just like an eyebrow spoolie, and then went back in with a Q-tip and just like cleaned it up. And it looked so good. So good. She has blue eyes too. So like her eyes were like big time popping. So cute. So pretty. So I was like, oh my God, can I do that? And I started doing it. Okay. Eyeliner. Cute. So something about me is I feel like I have pretty closed off eyes as is. So I don't do any eyeliner on the inner corners. I only do it like to elongate the eye. So I had a little wing. because it opens up the eye and elongates it, and it adds a little volume to the eyelashes a little. Like it looks like I have more eyelash going on. Fun. Okay. That's also such a brutal part of the makeup routine is doing the eyeliner. So at that point, I have full face. I do eyes last. Oh, dropping everything. And so my face is like sticky, right? So I'm gonna go back in with powder. Finish up. Try and forget the fact that I can feel makeup on my face. Is that relatable? Anyone? I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. It's the first thing I do when I get home from work is I wash my face. Sometimes I will get overstimulated and wash my face from the bathroom at work. I've kind of grown out of that, but man, it was pretty rough for a bit. Ah, so fun. Now I can make content. I'm ready to make TikToks. Which, by the way, I don't think makeup is a prerequisite for showing up online or showing up in the world ever. It's just something I do because it makes me feel a little bit better, a little bit good, a little bit more myself. And that's all it should ever do and be. Love that. I guess I will take my hair down from my little clip now. I think that ruined the vibe, actually. Sometimes we wear a claw clip. This is a really cute one, too. It's a little pearl one I got from Target. And then I'll wear my normal wireframe glasses. Hey. I like unplugged my monitor. Scary. I wear like a thicker frame sometimes when I don't have any, like I came into work without makeup on. I had these on because I feel like they take up more visual real estate. And ties everything together a little bit more nicely. But I feel more like me in these glasses. So I wear them. I'm going to throw on another necklace. But thank you for joining me on my Get Ready With Me at work for work. I'm thinking I'm going to bring in coffee fixins and maybe start making my coffee, doing live streams in the mornings, making my coffee on the live stream and kind of like letting that be a little, we touch base. I make coffee. I talk to you about what's going on with Driven Catalyst, talk about like content planning, different ideas. We may try that out as a segment, but we shall see. The journey is to be revealed as we are on it. Play Hack Arcade. Listen to Eagle 9 Locked. Be sure to tag us on the Eagle 9 Locked Instagram and the Driven Catalyst Instagram if you are doing your Spotify Wrapped and Eagle 9 Locked is one of your top podcasts for 2024. Please, please, please show us. That's so exciting. That's so fun. I will probably repost you if you do share and tag us. So do it for the clout, baby. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Can you believe it? It's already Wednesday. It's already December. We are rolling steadily, wrapping up the year. Hope you're doing well. Take care of you and yours. Stay well. Get rest. And have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye.